Once upon a chilling Thanksgiving evening, the air was thick with anticipation and the aroma of roasting turkey. The quaint town of Hollowbrook was nestled between mist-covered hills, its streets adorned with the warm glow of pumpkin lanterns and the rustle of autumn leaves. Little did the residents know that this Thanksgiving would be etched into their memories as a night of unspeakable horror. In the heart of Hollowbrook stood an old mansion known as Ravenhurst Manor. The mansion had a dark history, with rumors of mysterious disappearances and strange occurrences surrounding it. This Thanksgiving, a group of unsuspecting friends decided to celebrate the holiday in the grandeur of Ravenhurst, unaware of the malevolent force that lurked within its walls. As the friends gathered around the dinner table, adorned with flickering candles and a feast fit for kings, an unsettling energy permeated the air. The atmosphere was tense, and the creaking floorboards seemed to echo with the whispers of long-gone souls. The friends laughed nervously, dismissing their unease as mere superstition. As the night progressed, strange things began to happen. Shadows danced in the corners of the room and the temperature dropped inexplicably. The flickering candles cast eerie shadows that seemed to have a life of their own. Uneasiness settled over the group like a shroud, and the warmth of the holiday celebration turned to a bone-chilling cold. The clock struck midnight, and the friends decided to explore the mansion, hoping to dispel the growing sense of dread. They ventured into the dimly lit corridors, their footsteps echoing through the empty halls. Unbeknownst to them, the spirits of Ravenhurst were awakened by the intrusion. One by one, the friends began to vanish, swallowed by the shadows that seemed to come alive. Whispers turned into ghostly wails, and the air became thick with a palpable malevolence. Those who remained could feel the presence of something sinister, lurking just beyond the edge of their perception. In a desperate attempt to escape the nightmare, the remaining friends gathered in the grand ballroom, the heart of Ravenhurst. The once opulent space now felt like a mausoleum, with dusty chandeliers swaying ominously overhead. The room seemed to close in on them, and the walls echoed with the anguished cries of the lost souls that haunted the mansion. As the survivors huddled together, they discovered an ancient tome in the corner of the room, a book of dark rituals that detailed the tragic history of Ravenhurst Manor. The mansion had been built on unholy ground, and its walls held the tormented spirits of those who had suffered within its confines. Realizing that they were trapped in a battle between the living and the dead, the survivors frantically searched for a way to appease the vengeful spirits. The clock continued to tick relentlessly, each chime echoing like a death knell. With trembling hands, the survivors attempted a desperate ritual to banish the malevolent force that gripped Ravenhurst. But as the incantations echoed through the desolate halls, the spirits grew more agitated. The walls seemed to close in, and the temperature dropped to a bone-chilling cold. Suddenly, the shadows coalesced into a ghastly figure, a specter of pure malevolence. The ghostly entity glided towards the survivors, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly intensity. The air crackled with dark energy as the entity reached out, its icy fingers closing around the survivors' trembling forms. Just when it seemed that all hope was lost, a blinding light enveloped the room. The spirits wailed in agony as the ancient ritual took effect, banishing them back to the depths of the afterlife. The survivors, dazed and disoriented, found themselves standing in the now quiet ballroom of Ravenhurst Manor. As the first light of dawn illuminated the Thanksgiving morning, the survivors stumbled out of the mansion, shaken by the harrowing experience. The once grand Ravenhurst Manor stood silent and foreboding, its secrets buried once again in the shadows. The townsfolk of Hollowbrook awoke to find the mansion abandoned, its windows shattered, and its doors ajar. The chilling tale of that Thanksgiving night spread like wildfire, a cautionary legend told to generations to come. And so, the memory of the Thanksgiving horror at Ravenhurst Manor lingered over Hollowbrook, a dark shadow cast by the malevolent spirits that had been disturbed on that fateful night.